Joseph was the favorite son of Jacob, born to him in his old age. To show his love, Jacob gave Joseph a special robe, a coat of many colors. It was beautiful, richly decorated, and it set Joseph apart. But Joseph's brothers resented him, not only because of the coat, but also because of the dreams he shared, dreams where his brothers bowed down before him. They called him the dreamer, and their jealousy grew into hatred. One day, when Joseph went out to find his brothers in the fields, they saw him coming and plotted against him. "Let's kill him," one said. But instead, they threw him into a pit and later sold him to a caravan of traders for 20 pieces of silver. They stained his coat with goats, told their father Jacob that Joseph had been killed by a wild animal. Joseph was taken to Egypt, where he was sold into slavery in the house of Potiphar, a captain of Pharaoh's guard. Joseph served faithfully, but was falsely accused of a crime he didn't commit and thrown into prison. Even in prison, Joseph found favor. He interpreted dreams for two of Pharaoh's servants. One of them, Pharaoh's cupbearer, was restored to his position, just as Joseph had said. 2 years later, Pharaoh himself had disturbing dreams that none of his advisors could explain. That's when the cupbearer remembered Joseph. Joseph was brought before Pharaoh. He interpreted the dreams as a warning. 7 years of plenty would be followed by 7 years of severe famine. Pharaoh was so impressed that he appointed Joseph to oversee all of Egypt second, only to Pharaoh himself. When the famine struck, Joseph's wisdom saved countless lives. People came from all nations to buy grain, including his brothers. They didn't recognize him, but Joseph knew who they were. Instead of revealing himself, he tested them, observing whether their hearts had changed. When he saw their remorse, their honesty, and their love for their youngest brother Benjamin, Joseph could no longer hide his identity. With tears, he said, "I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt." His brothers were terrified, but Joseph reassured them, "Do not be afraid. What you meant for evil, God meant for good to save many lives." He forgave them completely. Joseph brought his entire family to Egypt, reuniting with his father Jacob after many years. Joseph's life teaches us that jealousy and favoritism can destroy relationships. But through faith, integrity, and forgiveness, even the worst betrayals can lead to greater purpose. Despite being sold by his brothers, wrongfully imprisoned, and forgotten, Joseph remained faithful, and God used his suffering to save many lives. His story reminds us that God can turn pain into purpose, and that true strength lies in forgiveness, not revenge.